Hello everyone, you are watching a snippet of the countdown program from August 24, 2023. Today is Thursday. See the full version on the Patreon resource, and we welcome new patrons who want to know more and better understand the essence of the ongoing processes. On Tuesday, my article, The Beginning of Chaos, came out, and those who superficially follow the events again decided that I was condensing. Where did the centurion see signs of impending chaos? Today I am no longer asked this question. The official Kiev media reacted sluggishly to the death of the leaders of the scandalous PMC Wagner. Propagandist Markov blamed Ukraine for what happened. Solovyov joined this opinion. Channel 1 did not talk about it in the evening newscast at 2100. Russia 1 spent 30 seconds on this in the middle of the program. But the front pages of the world media were devoted to the death of a rebellious cook. Some put him next to Pugachev, Raisin and Makhno, others recall the plane crash of General Lebed, others even call Prigozhin a dissident, causing bewilderment among those who are familiar with domestic Russian realities. US President Biden was not surprised by the crash of the plane of the head of Wagner PMC Yevgeny Prigozhin and did not rule out that Russian President Vladimir Putin could be involved in the incident. The American Institute for the Study of War is also inclined to believe that Putin was behind the crash of Prigozhin's plane. It is extremely unlikely that representatives of the Russian army, especially Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu and Chief of Staff General of the Army Valery Gerasimov, dealt with Prigozhin without Putin's order, military analysts say. And now strictly on facts. First, Putin loves dates. He promised Prigozhin immunity, but, in all likelihood, decided that 2 months was enough, and the safety pill expired. Imitation of death in such conditions is impossible. After all, Prigozhin was not just very rich, he became too famous all over the world with a marker of toxicity. It's like an imitation of the death of bin Laden. This is not real. Although Prigozhin had twins, this was not the case. Here, logically, Putin used a double, imitating his activity. It seems that a double went to Kursk for hugs with slaves, and the real Putin flew in by plane from Sochi. Throwing towards Valdai was also an imitation. A day before the liquidation of the rebel, Putin removes the disgraced Surovikin from the post of Commander-in-Chief of the Aerospace Forces and appoints General Viktor Afzalov as the acting Commander-in-Chief of the Chief of Staff of the Aerospace Forces. Probably, his final confirmation in this position should soon be expected. He passed the test of loyalty by giving the command to shoot down Prigozhin's plane over the Tver region. In favor of the version that the real Prigozhin and the real leaders of Wagner were on board is the fact that it was a hasty, emergency departure. The fact is that under the leadership of the deputy head of the GRU Andrei Averyanov, the development of a set of measures for the complete replacement of the Wagner PMC contingent in Africa was already being carried out with might and main. It was planned to create and train an army corps of more than 20,000 people. Prigozhin strongly resisted this and made every effort to prevent it. To do this, he, along with the leadership of Wagner, flew to Russia to resolve issues. See this and other stories in full on Patreon. Become our patrons now and look further in this program. Units of the main Directorate of Intelligence of Ukraine today landed in the Crimea as part of a special operation. According to the representative of the main intelligence directorate Andrei Yusov, there are no casualties among the personnel, the tasks have been completed. The liquidation of Prigozhin was wired into one of the scenarios for reformatting the system, shocked by Putin's unsuccessful adventure in Ukraine. The first stage involved launching a reformatting project through a controlled insurgency. The death of the main rebel launched the second phase, in which Putin will have an even harder time, given the defeatist backdrop in the Ukrainian direction. Watch Sotnik-Tv's analytical story about the very essence of what is happening. In the case of the crash of Prigozhin's plane, the first suspect appeared. This is the owner of the crashed jet, Artem Stepanov. And the Kremlin is puzzling over how to avoid a magnificent funeral for a rebel who, as a hero of Russia, should be buried with all official honors. President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky congratulated compatriots on Independence Day, tweeting, "The day of the free, the strong and the worthy. Day of equals, Ukrainian men and women, throughout our country. In this fight, everyone matters. Because the fight is for what is important for everyone." The Sotnik-Tv team also congratulates Ukraine on Independence Day. "We sincerely believe that Ukraine will defend its right to independence, because its war is sacred, and victory is inevitable. I hugged everyone. I'll meet you tomorrow on Friday Live. Glory to Ukraine."